You need to stop doing these 10 things because they are ruining your progress. Number 1, inconsistent training. Now we're talking about inconsistent training. We're talking about like starting the gym. You're a newbie, you start training, and all of a sudden after 2 weeks, you stop. Remember everything I've talked about before in terms of building muscle. Need to train hard enough, eat the right amount of protein, eat the right amount of enough calories, making sure you're resting and drinking water. Those things have to be done consistently over time if you want to consistently see progress or just make progress. So if you stop training, if you train for a month and decide to take a month off, or you're one of those seasonal trainers, you're never going to reach your goals or make any progress. Number 2, poor recovery. Poor recovery includes taking the right amount of rest between days working out, sleeping, stretching, going to see maybe massage therapists every like 6 weeks. All those are included in recovery. You don't have to do massage therapists every single time. You definitely have to sleep. You definitely have to take the right amount of rest days or program those days in, deloads, rest days, whatever it is. You have to give your body time to recover, or you're simply going to halt progress. Number 3, obviously poor nutrition is a big one. We've heard this saying before, you can't out-train a crappy diet. You have to make sure that you're eating the right amount of protein, that you're eating the right amount of calories to do what you're trying to do, whether it's lose weight or build muscle or both or maintain. You have to make sure that you're getting the right amount of balanced amount of macronutrients within those to make sure you're getting what you need out of your diet. Protein, carbs, and fats. Get them all, keep it balanced. Number 4, it's the big one, comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is definitely going to ruin your progress. Constantly trying to measure yourself up to people who are not even you, have different circumstances, probably enhanced, using Photoshop, whatever it is. You can't compare yourself to anybody else. You can only compare yourself to you. Trying to be the best version of you is what's going to give you progress. Stop watching someone else's process because it's going to ruin your progress. Number 5, not setting clear goals, and that includes realistic goals. Number 1, if you're not setting clear goals, and I've had these conversations tons of times on consults, book yourself one. Here's how it happens. They tell me everything they're doing, what they want to achieve. Then I simply say, when you've achieved all of those goals, let's say everything, you snap your finger and you're in the gym consistently, you're building muscle, you're at the conditioning or that body fat percentage you want to be, what does it look like? And they'll be like, I don't know. I'm like, have you ever envisioned what it looks like? What that goal looks like? So for me, it's like this. I want a certain car. I'm going to envision that car. That's what I want. I'm gonna manifest that, and I'm gonna do what I need to do in terms of my life to be able to afford or to get that car. But at least I know what it looks like. You need to have a clear goal and a vision of what it looks like. Now on the other side too is having unrealistic expectations and goals as well too. If you're making unrealistic goals, like I wanna get my pro card the first time you compete, or I wanna put on 20 pounds of muscle natural in a year, or if you want to put on 30 pounds of muscle within a month, it doesn't really matter. If they're unrealistic goals, you're going to sell yourself short. You're going to be constantly let down because you're never going to reach those goals when they're, number 1, unrealistic, or 2, you don't even have a clear goal. You don't even have a clear vision of what that goal even looks like. All right, number 6, neglecting your mental well-being. That is a massive one. When I'm talking about neglecting your mental well-being, I mean not taking time for yourself. Doing things outside of the gym that's gonna help you stay well-grounded, more aware, more self-aware, more mindful. If it's always train, go, goals, eventually you're gonna burn out. And guess what? There goes a halt in your progress. You're taking time off the gym again because you're going through some kind of mental hiccup when the gym should help you through those mental times, and you should be able to mentally get through those things without relying on the gym all of the time. You have to give yourself a break mentally so you can continue progress. Number 7, lack of education. Now look, I get it. Not everybody can afford a coach. Not everybody can. But you can do some of your research and do your best to learn what you can learn, or you can get my ultimate push-pull-leg training ebook and the final diet. But again, when it comes down to it, there's going to be a place, there's going to be a crossroad where education is going to be the thing that's going to help you progress. If you don't know what you're doing, eventually you're either 1, going to halt your progress, 2, maybe get injured. So find a way to be able to educate yourself enough. And then if you have to, maybe hire a coach for a short period of time, myself, get someone to make you a plan, myself, but you gotta make sure you educate yourself so you don't get bamboozled by some influencer telling you a bunch of nonsense and doing a bunch of crap that might get you hurt in the long run anyway. Number 8, relying on motivation and not your routine and strategy. Hey guys, before we keep going, I just wanna know how your workout's been. They've been on the dumps, I get the answer for you. I've been using Blue Star Nutraceuticals PPK. Guys, 6,000 milligrams of citrulline malate, 400 milligrams of peak ATP, 300 milligrams of caffeine, and added pink Camellia sea salt and coconut water powder. PPK will give you longer lasting pumps, sustainable energy, and hydration benefits. So guys, use my code Johnny10 for 10% off your next purchase of PPK right now. Okay, back to the show. That's one of the biggest progress pausers. I'm gonna say that, literally. It is. Why? Because everybody's always waiting to be motivated. There's always someone that has to be an account. People have hired me to be their accountable for accountability. They need someone to tell them they have to go to the gym, or if they don't, they need someone there to get them to go to the gym. They need motivation. And motivation is great. It's a great thing to have, as a great tool, but it's very short-lived. And if you're always relying on an emotional burst of motivation to get you to go to the gym, it's gonna stop your progress. You have to pay more attention to your routine. Motivation comes and goes, but your strategy and routine is what's gonna carry you to your goals. Number 9, focusing more on looks over longevity. What happens there? Injuries. Or you're not getting the look that you supposedly want. Chasing looks over longevity is going to halt your progress. 100%. Why? Because looks are something that comes and goes. As we get older, we look differently. We have to train, we have to focus our training around health, longevity, that first. Because guess what happens? The byproduct of a healthy person, an active person, is a good looking person. If your focus is on looks over longevity, you're eventually going to get hurt. You're eventually going to put too much stress on your looks, and then things like muscle dysmorphia pop in, and then guess what? You're not getting anything. Longevity is gone, and you're not even training in the gym. Last but not least, impatience. Whether you just started or you're in the middle, this is something that needs to be done for the rest of your life. We have goals for sure within our walk of life, within this entire journey. We're gonna have goals on the way, and it's good to set those goals on the way, but those goals you want to reach take time. Nothing in this life that's worth anything comes easy and comes quick. You have to commit to yourself, commit to your goals. Put in the work day in, day out. Take the breaks you need, but always keep your eye on the prize, on the goal, and continue moving forward. And guess what? If you trip and fall on your face, at least you fell forward. Anyway, guys, stop doing these 10 things that are halting your progress, and let's keep moving full steam ahead and reach our goals. Hope you enjoyed that video. Until next time, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progress, overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing.